The 90s kids adventure film Small Soldiers gets a 4K Steelbook announcement from Paramount. The new movie Sinners already has a 4K Steelbook pre-order up on Amazon and Groove. The 90s comedy Clueless gets a big-time 4K Steelbook box set announcement. Criterion unveils their new July announcements, including a Stanley Kubrick movie on 4K. Umbrella Entertainment announces their new August titles, including a brand new Full Moon Features box set. Lucio Fulci's The Beyond does have a standard 4K edition coming. Looks like I was right to wait. The Stallone classic Over the Top gets a brand new 4K announcement from Cape Light Pictures, and it looks like the all-time classic Sunset Boulevard is finally getting that 4K treatment from Paramount. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. And we are here today for the Physical Media Report, episode 260. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, just like last week, we've got quite a bit to talk about today. I am very excited. But before we get into it, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, I would appreciate that. You know, people that hit the subscribe button, they are a certain level of cool. Also, guys, hit the like button. That makes you extra cool if you hit the like button. And then comment down below, guys. Let me know of everything that we talk about here today. And again, we've got a lot of stuff. We've got rumors. We've got news and announcements. We've got deals. We've got some physical media woes to get into as well. We've got what is new this week. But let me know in that comment section below what gets you the most excited, the most amped up, and gets those juices flowing the most down below in that comment section. Let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. Let's start off with the rumors. And the first rumor that we have is something that was probably pretty much inevitable, but The Last of Us Season 2 will be getting a 4K and Blu-ray release from Warner Brothers, and this was on the Blu-ray.com forums. It's not an official announcement, but it pretty much just said that Warner Brothers has plans to bring this to Blu-ray and 4K, which they did the first season, so it makes sense that they would do it the second season. I guess it's just reassuring to know that it's actually happening, and they're not going to skip out on the second season on physical media, but they just re-released a 4K Steelbook of the first season. So again, I would have assumed that they would have put this one out on physical media. Now, I did watch the first episode of The Last of Us Season 2. I quite enjoyed it. I think that they're off to a good start, and I'm excited to see where the story goes and how things develop, because I know there's something really big that's getting ready to happen. So let me know if you've also been checking out Last of Us Season 2. Did you enjoy the first episode? Are you excited to potentially pick up the season on physical media? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, that's a rumor because it's not officially announced, but I'm sure it's going to be coming. Next rumor, guys, this is a pretty big one, and it's kind of confirmed, but again, it's not officially confirmed. Until it's officially confirmed by the studio, there's an announcement out there, there's artwork, I lump it into the rumor category. But Sunset Boulevard is supposed to be coming to 4K, and this is supposed to be coming later this year as a Paramount Presents title. So I feel like Paramount Presents has been a little light lately. I can't remember the last Paramount Presents title. I feel like it was Bringing Out the Dead, and that was last August, but maybe there was another one in there somewhere. But yeah, Sunset Boulevard is supposed to be coming to 4K later this year as a Paramount Presents release. Now, this was confirmed by the Digital Bits, so this was on the Digital Bits website. I will link that article down below in the description, so definitely go check out the Digital Bits there. I feel like they're the most trusted source in physical media news, so I like to use them for stories like this, because pretty much if it's confirmed by the Digital Bits, it's probably going to happen. But again, a rumor that I don't want to officially announce until it's actually announced. So this restoration has been completed for the film's 75th anniversary. And from what I was reading, this movie came out in November of 1950. So it's very likely that this will probably be a November Paramount Presents release that comes out later this year. But yeah, Sunset Boulevard, definitely one of the most classic movies of all time. A movie about classic Hollywood, about an aging actress. So I have seen this one time. I've got it in the collection, but I know I've talked about this one numerous times on the channel as one that I just can't understand why they haven't done this one yet on 4K. It felt like it would be a perfect Criterion release for a long time, but I mean, if Paramount wants to do it themselves as a part of the Paramount Presents line, that makes sense to me, and that also fits within that more like prestige level quality that they're going for with that line for sure. But yeah, Sunset Boulevard, let me know if you're a fan of the movie. Black and white movie. If they do it right, it could look absolutely incredible. But let me know if you're excited for Sunset Boulevard coming to 4K in the comment section below. And next up for the rumors, we have another classic film potentially coming to 4K. This is not confirmed that it's actually getting a 4K physical release, but it is getting a 4K theatrical release. So that indicates that a 4K physical could be on the horizon. And that is Ben-Hur from 1959. The original Ben-Hur could be coming to 4K. There is a brand new restoration that is going to premiere at TCM Classic Film Festival on April the 26th. So this was confirmed by the Digital Bits that this is a new restoration from the original 65 millimeter camera negative. And given Warner Brothers track record, they, I think, premiered North by Northwest first in 4K, also The Searchers in 4K. A physical is probably likely to follow for this movie. So I know this is a big one for a lot of people. I have actually never seen Ben-Hur. I know there was a remake back in, I think, 2016. Never watched that either. So this is another like big classic film that I've never seen that I would definitely be excited to check this one out in 4K if it got released. So yeah, hopefully we get an actual announcement for this to come to 4K or physical 4K within a couple of months after it premieres in the theaters. So yeah, definitely, I mean, April the 26th, that's not too far away from now right now. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Ben-Hur in the comment section below. And now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the actual news and announcements. We've got some really cool stuff that was actually announced to come out, starting with Small Soldiers, the classic kids adventure movie that I remember watching this one all the time as a kid, but I have not watched it once as an adult. I don't think I've seen it since I was maybe 17 or 18. Have I seen Small Soldiers? But Small Soldiers is supposed to be getting a 4K Steelbook. There's images of this up already. It's on the Walmart.com website. And this is going to be coming out from Paramount July the 22nd. There is a pre-order up on Walmart, and there's also supposed to be a pre-order up on Amazon. I don't think this one's supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, but there's no official announcement by Paramount of this yet. So I'm hoping that we also get a slipcover version because, again, I want our options. I hate these Steelbook only releases because Small Soldiers, I think, just got a Blu-ray, I want to say for the first time back in 2020 or 2021. And then they released a Good Burger Blu-ray Steelbook, and now they're doing a Small Soldiers 4K Steelbook. So I would expect Good Burger to probably come to 4K Steelbook at some point, and they'll recycle the Steelbook. But it's an awesome Steelbook. I mean, the artwork on this one is really spectacular. So I would probably lean towards getting the Steelbook, but hopefully we get the, regular slipcover treatment as well. Usually Paramount's pretty good about that, but every now and then they'll do a Steelbook only release like they did with The Naked Gun and a few other titles. So hopefully they don't do that with this one, and they do a slipcover, and they also do a, Steelbook for this that, again, is on the Walmart website right now. It's a beautiful Steelbook, though. And look, Small Soldiers, like I said, is a movie I remember watching a lot when I was a kid. Like, I watched this movie over and over again. Have not seen it as an adult. I don't know how it will age. I don't know how it will look on 4K. I imagine it'll look pretty cool. I mean, you got like some aliens in there, and you got the soldiers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure it'll look good on 4K, at least as good as Small Soldiers can look on 4K. But it's always cool to see like a kid's classic adventure movie get upgraded to 4K, just because we don't see that, I feel like, a lot. So, kudos to Paramount for putting this one out. I am excited for it for sure. Next up, we've got Sinners, which is a new movie that just came out in the theaters over the weekend, directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan. And everybody that I've heard talk about this is talking about it like it's the best movie of all time, one of the best movies of the 2020s, the best movie of 2025. So I'm sure that given all this hype, I'm going to be let down when I finally check it out, but hopefully not. Hopefully it delivers. I do really enjoy Ryan Coogler's work, but we've already got a 4K Steelbook announcement from Warner Brothers. This is up on Groove. Amazon has the 4K and the Blu-ray, and I believe the DVD options to be able to pre-order. Also, Groove has that as well, but we do not have artwork for the 4K and the Blu-ray and all those different editions. We only have the artwork for the 4K Steelbook that is up on Groove.com currently, but it's a good looking Steelbook. I do like the look of the Steelbook. It does look pretty cool for sure. But yeah, Sinners, this movie is incredibly hyped right now. It's a vampire movie directed by Ryan Coogler. I'm definitely very intrigued by the film. and it's got nothing but positive feedback. Like, I think it's still like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. So definitely excited to check that one out when it comes to home video. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to go to the theaters to see that one. I may, but I don't know if I will. So I might get it when the 4K comes out. But let me know if you're excited for that. If you saw it in the theaters over the weekend, I'm sure it's going to do pretty well. Again, it's got a extraordinary amount of hype right now. But let me know if you saw it, what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Next up, guys, as if we got a Clueless 4K Steelbook box set announcement, and this is an Amazon exclusive. So this is a big box set with the Steelbook inside, and you've got art cards and booklets and all the extras and stuff. This is, again, an Amazon exclusive, supposed to be coming out from Paramount July the 8th. The pre-order is up right now for $49.99, which, you know, seems a bit expensive, but honestly, like, for what you get here, like a box set with the Steelbook inside and all those extras, doesn't seem too bad. At least to me, especially since that's not the only option. You do also have a standard version that is available to pre-order right now on Amazon for $25.99. So we thought it was just going to be a Steelbook, I think, a few weeks ago, but we are getting the Steelbook box set, and then you're also getting a regular standard version as well, which I think is good. Now, it would be nice to get a standard Steelbook for people that just want the Steelbook and they don't want all the extras. So hopefully they announce that at some point. But yeah, Clueless coming to 4K, guys. This is a pretty big one. I know a lot of people love Clueless. It's a mid-90s film that I definitely have fond memories of. I watched that movie often when I was a kid. Haven't watched it a ton in my adult life, but I think I watched it again like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It definitely ages well. It's still a very fun teen comedy from the 90s. I can watch almost any teen comedy from the 90s and still get enjoyment from it because that's just the era that I grew up in. So I'm always going to be a little bit nostalgia for it. But yeah, Clueless, you know, great movie, great performance by Alicia Silverstone. I can definitely see the potential in the 4K here and how parts of this movie are going to look, you know, really good in 4K. You know, all of Alicia's outfits and stuff that she wears. I'm sure that stuff's going to really pop in the 4K with the HDR. So yeah, let me know if you're excited for Clueless getting that prestige box set treatment in the comment section below. Next up, guys, we have an action film from the 80s. Iconic action film with Sylvester Stallone that is over the top on 4K, guys. Got an announcement from Cape Light Pictures, which is a company over in Germany. I don't usually talk about Cape Light a ton on this report, but I figured I'd bring them up here today because this is the only option to get this movie on 4K. This is supposed to be coming out June the 30th. There is a 4K Steelbook, and there's also a 4K Media Book. There are pre-orders currently. I think the Zabi website sold out, actually. Somebody sent that to me on Instagram. I think it's sold out, but there are pre-orders currently up on Orbit, and there are also pre-orders, I believe, up on Amazon UK, or maybe Amazon Germany. That would make more sense, right? As well. But yeah, over the top, incredibly cheesy Sly Stallone flick. I mean, it's an arm wrestling movie. It's a movie about he's a truck driver and he's got to arm wrestle to get his son back or get custody of his son or something like that. So it's a very, I haven't seen it in a while, very cheesy movie with Sylvester Stallone, but it's an incredible amount of fun and it's very 80s. And I don't know, something about this release, I just want to get it. I don't know why I want to get it, even though like I'm kind of holding out because it is a Warner Brothers property. I'm kind of holding out for a potential Arrow Video 4K. I feel like Arrow Video would be a perfect release for them to put out, or maybe Vinegar Syndrome, like as a part of the VSU line. It could be a cool Vinegar Syndrome release as well. But yeah, I don't think this will be the only release that Over the Top will get, so I'm kind of reluctant to get it. But at the same time, I kind of want this movie in 4K. I think it would look good in 4Ks, and I kind of want to add it to my collection. Let me know if you're excited for Over the Top in 4K though, guys, in that comment section below. All right, let's get into this next one. This one I'm definitely excited about. I've got very fond memories of watching this film from when I was a kid, and that is Mouse Hunt is coming to 4K. This is directed by Gore Verbinski, and this is coming out from Kino Lorber on June the 24th. I mean, we've already talked about Mouse Hunt, but it's got an official announcement with official cover art. This is a new restoration from the original camera negative by Paramount. New commentary on this one as well. I don't think there's any new features or anything like that, but this movie is so much fun. You got Nathan Lane in this movie. I think also Christopher Walken. I remember watching this one a lot, just like Small Soldiers, a lot when I was a kid. It's about two guys that pretty much go insane looking for this mouse and they cannot find him, and the mouse is like wreaking havoc on their house, but it's incredibly fun. And again, it's another one I haven't seen for a while, so this would be one that I would definitely like to revisit, and I'm sure it's going to look great in 4K. Kino Lorber, I feel like Kino Lorber is very underrated with their 4Ks. I feel like they actually do a really great job with some of their 4K restoration. So let me know if you're excited for Mouse Hunt in that comment section below. Now, next up, guys, we've got In the Lost Lands coming to Blu-ray from Vertical Entertainment, and this is coming out on June the 10th. So this is a Paul W.S. Anderson film. It's a new Paul W.S. Anderson film. And the reason I know it's directed by him is because Mila Jovovich is in it. And if she's in a movie, then her husband directed it. That's pretty much how things go nowadays. But this also has Batista in it. I don't know much about this at all. I've heard it's not great. Maybe I'll see it at some point, but I'm definitely not in any rush to see it. But that's getting a Blu-ray over in the States because I think it got a 4K overseas. And again, Vertical Entertainment is putting that one out. We've also got The Woman in the Yard, which is the latest Blumhouse critically panned disaster film. I'm sure it's not a disaster. I'm sure it made its money back because they made it for like $500,000 or something. But The Woman in the Yard was not very well received. It's getting a Blu-ray release. It's coming out from Universal May the 27th, and you got 2 new features on here. So this is one that I'll get when it's like $5 in an Amazon sale at some point. I can't see myself paying full price for this one, but I do want to check it out. It'll probably be on Peacock at some point. I can probably check it out on there and then maybe never watch it again. But it is one that I was kind of intrigued to check out, and then it just got disastrous reviews, and I was kind of like, oh, maybe I can wait on this one. But let me know if you saw that one in the theaters and your thoughts on it. Next up, guys, we talked about this last week. I actually made a clip out additional video of this, just talking about, did this really need a restoration? But a lot of people seem to think that it did. A lot of people are excited to upgrade this one. We got our first images of 28 Days Later on 4K Steelbook. Now, I'm pretty sure this is on Zavi. I'm pretty sure this is the overseas Steelbook. I don't know if this is the official announcement of the Steelbook that Sony's going to put out. But this is coming out on June the 16th. Again, it's on Zavi right now. It's not on Amazon as of right now, and it's not officially announced by Sony. So I don't know if this is going to be the official design, but it is one of the designs for 28 Days Later, getting that 4K Steelbook treatment. I'm sure it's going to get something a little bit different here in the States. But yeah, 28 Days Later, it's nice that it's coming back in print. That's one of the reasons why I think it's nice is this is coming out. But it's a movie that looks terrible on Blu-ray, and it's always looked terrible since the first time I watched it on DVD. I just cannot see, because the way it was filmed that way, and I think it was filmed that way on purpose, just a really like grimy, gritty, like, almost grindhouse, like 70s style to it. I just feel like because of the way it was filmed, it's just not going to look good on 4K. So I don't see the point of upgrading this one to 4K. But again, you could say that about a lot of movies I get excited about coming to 4K. So, maybe I'm just being a little hypocritical here because I'm just not a fan of the movie. But again, 28 Days Later, I know there's a lot of fans, a lot of people that would just want this prestigious treatment for the movie, and I respect that. So I'm happy for you guys, and I hope that we get the official announcement from Sony over here in the States very soon. But if you want the Steelbook overseas, you can order it on Zavi right now. We've also got Fallout Season 1, a show that I watched on Amazon Prime. I think it was on last year. Really enjoyed the first season of that. And I used to be a big fan of the Fallout games back in the day. And I thought it was pretty, again, it's not faithful to the games in terms of like story, like there's new characters and stuff, but it's pretty faithful to the games in terms of just like the overall like world building and aesthetic and appearance of everything. I just thought it adapted the games like really well. But yeah, really big fan of that show. It's coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K Steelbook and getting a standard Blu-ray edition. Now, these are both 3-disc sets, and this is supposed to come out on July the 8th. So definitely good to see another streaming show hit physical media. I know when a show goes to streaming or it's on streaming, there's always the fear, because Netflix has kind of conditioned us to feel this way because a lot of their stuff does not come to physical media. There's always the fear that it's not going to get that physical release, that if we really love that show, that we're not going to get to own it. And again, like maybe you shouldn't get to own everything. But if it's something that you love, like if you love the first season of Fallout, again, it's good to be able to own that on physical media, just like The Last of Us, which we talked about at the opening of the show, also getting a physical release. So I'm glad that they're doing that also for Fallout. Took them a little bit to do it, but I'm glad that they're finally getting that out there. Again, 4K Steelbook and also a Blu-ray coming out on July the 8th. Next up, we've got new announcements from Lionsgate Limited. So we kind of talked about this last week, but one of these I did not know was going to be a release like it is, so we'll get into that. First up, we got the Kick-Ass 4K Steelbook. And again, guys, all of these are exclusive to the Lionsgate Limited website. If you want to pre-order these, you have to get on the Lionsgate Limited website. I will link that down below in the description. But the Kick-Ass 4K Steelbook is coming out. What's interesting about this And these are all coming out on May the 13th, guys. But what's interesting about the Kick-Ass 4K Steelbook is Kick-Ass already got a 4K back in 2017, and there's been a couple of Steelbook releases since. This actually is promoting 4 brand new special features. So you have got a reason to get this if you've already got Kick-Ass on 4K from Lionsgate back in the day. But this has got 4 new features and a new trailer. I'm not exactly sure what the new trailer is, but it's got a new trailer. So it's really got 5 brand new special features for this release. And yeah, it's a really cool looking Steelbook for sure. I don't think any work was done on the restoration or anything like that. It is going for $32.99, so it's slightly cheaper than the other Lionsgate Steelbooks that they have on their website right now. Now, they have recently lowered their price, it seems like, because the Crazies is also the same, to $34.99. So it seems like Lionsgate Limited is lowering their prices a little bit to meet the customer complaints about their stuff being a little bit too pricey. So I think that's pretty cool because not a lot of the other studios really listen to the people when they're talking about prices being too high. So it's kind of cool that Lionsgate's like, you know what? We can lower the prices on some of these, you know? So I think that that's cool for sure. Within reason, like if they're able to do it, like again, some of these might be more expensive than others. Like you don't know all the behind the scenes stuff and the stuff that goes into these releases, guys. I think that's always important to remember, but it's nice to see that it seems like if they can lower it, that they're trying to lower it, you know, as low as they possibly can, because they didn't do a new remastering for Kick-Ass, so it makes sense for it to be a little bit cheaper than the other 4K Steelbooks, but also it's got 4 new special features, so that's definitely cool as well. But yeah, Kick-Ass 4K Steelbook looks like a great Steelbook. I've got Kick-Ass on 4K, but I don't have the Steelbook of it, and I do love the movie, so I'm excited to get that 4K Steelbook for sure. I'll certainly review it on the channel because I've never got a chance to really talk about the Kick-Ass 4K for sure, so definitely expect a review for that. We've also got the Crazies 4K Steelbook coming out. Now, this is the, you know, remake of the Romero film, the 2010 remake with Timothy Olyphant. And this is coming out 4K Steelbook. Beautiful Steelbook. This thing is freaking spectacular. The artwork on it is freaking awesome. But you got a new commentary here and also 4 brand new special features. So a new audio commentary and 4 new features. And I think the new commentary has the director on it as well. So this is a new master with HDR Dolby Vision, and this is going for $34.99 as well. So I cannot wait to rewatch this one because I just still had the DVD of it. So I never upgraded to Blu-ray, and I can't wait to watch this one on 4K. Definitely gonna be awesome because I saw this one in the theaters and I remember really enjoying it when I saw it in the theaters. Next up, guys, I talked about this one last week, but I was under the impression that this was going to be a Steelbook, but no. Lionsgate is actually bringing back the Vestron video line, which they have not done a Blu-ray of since I believe late 2023 with Blue Steel. Now they are doing their first Vestron video Blu-ray in a year and a half, and it is going to be exclusive to the Lionsgate Limited line. So I know people are going to have some feelings about that. And that is May. The 2002 horror movie is going to be the next Vestron video line title. This is going to be Spine number 32. Now, this thing's got all of these Second Sight features because Second Sight released a Blu-ray of May, I think, back in 2023. So it's got all the Second Sight features on here. I don't think it has anything new, but it's got a lot of stuff. And again, it's got all those Second Sight features. So if you weren't able, or if you didn't want to get that Second Sight release because it was a little too pricey, this might be a better option for you. It's a standard edition with a nice slipcover. It's going for $24.99. Now, again, it is exclusive to the Lionsgate Limited website. And I know people have certain feelings on that. And I do kind of wish they would have made this more of a wide release available on Amazon, Walmart, all the places. I do miss the days of the Vestron video titles being like $11 at Best Buy, $12 at Walmart. I remember getting Silent Night, Deadly Night, the 3-film collection back in the day for like $13. I miss those days, but we're not in those days anymore. That's not what this is. And this is a really nice addition. And again, it's pretty much a US version of that Second Sight release. It has all these Second Sight features. So definitely awesome. They were able to get all that stuff and put it on the US release of May for sure. And I'm just happy to have the Vestron video line back because it's definitely one of my favorite lines for sure. So let me know if you're excited for May, the Crazies, Kick-Ass, which one are you most excited about in that comment section below. Now let's go ahead and jump into the Criterion July announcements. We've got a lot of cool stuff here. 5 releases. These are all 4Ks, and I think all of these also have Blu-ray releases as well, except for the one that is an upgrade. But let's start with the big heats. coming to 4K July the 1st. This is a new restoration with Dolby Vision HDR, new commentary and feature as well. This is a Fritz Lang film. I think this is also a black and white film. So cool, they're actually adding Dolby Vision and HDR to this because Criterion doesn't always do that, especially on black and white films, but they're doing it for this one. So I've never seen this film. I'm a fan of Fritz Lang just because of the movie M. Freaking love that movie. I would like to see a 4K release of M, to be honest. That's a great movie. But I haven't really dove into a ton of his other filmography. So this is definitely one that I'll probably grab at some point. I think this is a 50s film. But yeah, The Big Heat is coming to 4K. We've also got a long-awaited Stanley Kubrick title coming to 4K. Barry Lyndon is coming to 4K July the 8th. This is a new 4K restoration with Dolby Vision and HDR. So this is one that I feel like they had to do the Dolby Vision and HDR for. Like, people would have went nuts for. They did not do Dolby Vision and HDR for Barry Lyndon. Such a like big epic scale movie with tons of great scenery and action and the costumes. Like, we had to have that Dolby Vision HDR for Barry Lyndon. Now, this is an upgrade from the Blu-ray that Criterion did back in the day. So it's got all the same features on it. They did not add any new features to this, which is definitely always a little bit disappointing to me. I would like to see them add just a couple new features, a new introduction, just something to this. But again, this is one that has been long awaited. We pretty much got, I feel like we've gotten, when this one comes out, I feel like we got every single Kubrick film in 4K with the exception of Eyes Wide Shut. I think that's the last one that we need to see come to 4K. Was that one, and then Barry Lyndon. Now we got Barry Lyndon. I think it's just Eyes Wide Shut. So Warner Brothers, if you got it, you need to get on that, get that up, because I know a lot of people want Eyes Wide Shut on 4K. But yeah, Barry Lyndon coming to 4K July the 8th. We also got Carnal Knowledge coming to 4K. Really good looking cast in this. You got Jack Nicholson. I think Diane Keaton is in this film as well. This is coming out July the 22nd. New 4K restoration with Dolby Vision HDR. New commentary and features as well. So I don't know too much about this film. I think it's directed by Mike Nichols. Looks interesting though. This is one that might be on my radar to pick up a little bit later. We also got You Can Count on Me coming to 4K July the 22nd. New 4K restoration with Dolby Vision HDR. And there are new interviews on here with the director, Matthew Broderick, Mark Ruffalo, and Laura Linney. So you actually have new interviews on this release with some pretty like top tier A-list stars. I feel like Criterion and Second Sight, like, they're able to get the stars to come in and actually talk about their movies, and pretty much all the other labels nobody looks at or nobody cares to come in or pay attention to or do interviews for. And then lastly, we have a big 5-film box set, or maybe it's a 4-film box set, The Adventures of Antoine Donnell 4K box set. This is the films of François Truffaut. I'm sure I butchered that name and pronounced it wrong, but I tried. This includes the films The 400 Blows, Stolen Kisses, Bed and Board, and Love on the Run. And this is coming out on July the 15th. So I think that some of these, I know The 400 Blows has a previous Criterion release, and these all might have previous Criterion releases, but this is getting a 4K box set. It is also getting a Blu-ray box set as well. Really cool, like, briefcase looking box set. So that's kind of cool, the aesthetic of that. I don't know exactly the significance of that because I'm not too familiar with these movies, but it is, pretty cool. Next up, guys, let's talk about the Umbrella Entertainment August announcements. I cannot believe they announced something so soon, but we'll get to it. Let's start with the Salute of the Jugger. That is coming to 4K. This is a Rutger Hauer film that I have never seen, but it definitely looks cool from the box set. There are new audio commentaries on here, and there are new interviews on there as well. So definitely a really cool box set. You got the big like box set with the t-shirts and all the extra stuff. I think that's like $135. Then you got the box set itself, which is like $70. So yeah, multiple like versions of that big box set, all the extras and stuff for the Salute of the Jugger coming to 4K. Next up, you have Noro, The Curse, coming to Blu-ray, getting a Blu-ray box set. This edition has new commentaries and features. This is another one I'm not too familiar with, but it looks cool. Then we've got Funny Things Happen Down Under, a Blu-ray of that. This is not a box set, but just a slipcover version. This movie has Olivia Newton-John in it from Grease, so, maybe one to check out at some point. You got new features on this as well, so this must have been an Australian hit before maybe Olivia Newton-John moved to the States and did Grease and became super famous, one of her earlier films. And lastly, guys, this is the big one. This is the big bombshell. I didn't see this one coming, at least not this soon, but we got another Full Moon Fright box coming. This is volume 2, and this is a Blu-ray set. This includes Puppet Master, Seed People, Shadow Hunts, and Sorority Babes and the Slime Bowl-orama. And this thing is loaded with new features, commentaries, all kinds of cool stuff, and it looks just as cool as Volume 1. Like, I love the aesthetic of Volume 1 with all the slipcovers and extras in that as well. And this one's got a big one. I mean, Puppet Master is an iconic film, new features on that. My only thing is I feel like they should have at least did Puppet Master on 4K. I don't know what the limitations were, but I feel like some people are going to be a little conflicted on this. And that was kind of the same issue with the Full Moon box set that came out last year. I mean, a lot of those were already out on Blu-ray from Full Moon themselves, but I feel like people would have been more excited for this box set if Puppet Master was on 4K. If it was the only one on 4K, that would have been fine, but Puppet Master in 4K, I feel like would have been a huge selling point for this box set. But let me know if you're excited for all the Umbrella August announcements and the Full Moon Fright Box Volume 2 in the comment section below. And we're not done yet, guys. We got a lot of announcements to go through. We got Tourist Trap, which is another, I think, Full Moon feature, or maybe it's an Empire feature. I'm not exactly sure. It might be a Full Moon. But that's coming to Blu-ray. 101 Films. They're actually releasing a lot of Full Moon stuff, I feel like, because I ordered Castle Freak a couple of weeks ago. That's going to be coming soon. But 101 Films is putting this out June the 23rd. There's 4 new features on this as well. So if you got that Tourist Trap Blu-ray, this adds 4 brand new features to that. So that's definitely pretty cool. Next, we've got Oliver on 4K. Now, I think Oliver is in one of the Columbia Classics box set, but this is coming out standalone from Sony on May the 20th. We've also got The Beyond getting a 4K standard edition. I said that, guys. Some people said it wasn't going to get a standard. The box set was going to be it. But they are getting a standard edition. We are getting a standard edition of The Beyond on 4K. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. This is going to be coming out from Grindhouse Releasing on July the 29th. The only issue here is I clicked on this on Blu-ray.com and it said the price point on Amazon is $89.99. This is also supposed to be a 6-disc set as well. So all the same stuff. It's just supposed to be a standard version and not the box set. But the price on Amazon is currently $89. It may have went down. It's $89.99, which is like $20 more than the box set when it came down. So hopefully that's an error, and that price point will come down because yes, it got a standard, but it's still well beyond a price that I'm willing to pay for, and I'm sure many others are willing to pay for as well. So hopefully somebody else gets that up for a little bit cheaper of a price point. Then we've got Uncommon Valor coming to 4K. This is coming soon from Kino Lorber, so just one of their coming soon announcements. No official announcement, but just, again, coming soon from Kino Lorber. And next up, guys, let's get into some physical media woes. So we talked about this with Tombstone last week. Well, Kingdom of Heaven, the 4K Steelbook for that, went up for pre-order last week. It went up on Target. It went up on Amazon. And then it sold out. It's sold out everywhere, and all the cheaper options sold out because Target had it for like $41.99. But I will say it went back up. It since went back up on Amazon right before I got to, because I checked it again right before I came in here to film. It's back up on Amazon, but it's $55.99 to get this 4K Steelbook, which is a price that I'm honestly not willing to pay. Like I was lucky enough to get Tombstone on Target for $42. I don't know if I'm willing to pay $60 to get Kingdom of Heaven, the 4K Steelbook. So I'll have to wait till that price drops just a little bit. But again, I hate this release strategy from Disney Sony. It's cool they're giving us this stuff, but to do Steelbook only, to make it so pricey, to have it sell out, come back in stock, sell out again, just like make everybody so confused on like where to get this at a good price, and to make all the prices like so wildly inconsistent. It's just such a disaster to me. Like, you see a 4K come out from Paramount or even Warner Brothers, like, unless it's a huge title, that's usually staying in stock, like all the way up until the release date. Like, it's not selling out right away. And again, I know it's not, they usually don't release titles that are as big as Tombstone or long awaited as Tombstone or Kingdom of Heaven, but still, like Clueless, like you think that that's a pretty popular film from the 90s. It's still in stock. Like it's still in stock right now. You can get it, and that pre-order's been up for a week. So what that tells me is they are so like mismanaging the amount that they print out, the amount that they put up for pre-order, the amount that they're giving to people. I just don't understand what the issue is. Like if you're gonna put all your work into this, make this stuff available so we can all freaking get it. I went on this rant last week. I get so tired of it, and I know everybody else does as well. Because it's like this stuff goes up for pre-order on some websites, it's $40, on others it's 60, on others it's 55, and then it all sells out, and then it comes back for 55, $60. And it's like, what do we do? Like, do I just go ahead and pre-order this for $60 and then hope the price drops? Hope another pre-order comes up and I can just cancel it from Amazon. It just makes things so confusing and so endlessly frustrating. The release strategy from Disney and Sony and Amazon too for jacking up the prices on this and keeping them up there till right before the release date makes things so freaking just frustrating and inconsistent and confusing for everybody. So I hate it. So that's why I wanted to talk about it in Physical Media Woes. Even though it sold out and came back, that should be a good thing. But I still think the price point is just way too high. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. Let's talk about a disc replacement program for Just Friends. So Just Friends was supposed to come out on Blu-ray from Warner Archive back in January. It got pushed to February. It got pushed to March. It got pushed to April. And it got released this week, and some copies were sent out. And then as it got released, they noticed that there was issues with the sound and it was missing special features, and they pulled back. So if you ordered Just Friends and you did not get your copy this week, that is why. And you're going to get the corrected version because they're going to reprint all the discs. They're going to fix the issue. They're going to reprint the disc, and then they're going to send it out to you when all that stuff's done. Now, if you got one of the first copies, you're going to have to wait for a disc replacement program. Probably, show proof of purchase and all that kind of stuff when that arises. Now, that hasn't been officially announced yet. No disc replacement program as of right now, but there are issues with your Just Friends. If you have it, if you're one of the ones to get it in early, you will have to wait for a disc replacement program to get those issues corrected. So yeah, I don't know what the issue was with Just Friends. Warner Archives usually got a pretty damn good track record as far as I know, but for some reason, Just Friends, like they can just not get it out. I don't know what the reason. It was delayed like 4 times. And now there's issues with it. So I have no idea why Just Friends is so hard to get out there to people, but for some reason it is. But again, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Now, next up, guys, let's get into some deals. Of course, we got the Kino sale, March Madness sale going on, and it ends on April the 21st. We also got the Arrow video sale going on, and this ends on April the 22nd. So yeah, the Kino sale actually ends today, and the Arrow sale ends tomorrow. So if you want any of that stuff, and I make videos just highlighting the stuff that's the most worth it in these sales, so go back and check out those videos. And if you want any of those titles, go ahead and take part in those sales right now, because beyond the next couple of days, you will not be able to. We've also got some sales on groove.com, TV sci-fi deals, and you also have Earth Day sales as well. So a lot of the Planet Earth, documentaries and stuff are on 4K and Blu-ray in that sale. Those are also on Amazon as well. I'll try to link the Amazon links down below, but also they're available on groove.com. Now on Amazon, we got some pretty good deals for the Eternals on 4K, 1468, Ant-Man 3 on Blu-ray for $14.99. Rio Bravo is currently on 4K for $14.20. That was an excellent 4K. That was one of the best Warner Brothers 4Ks that came out that year. And if you're a fan of that movie, it is definitely a big step up from the Blu-ray for sure. Rio Bravo looks excellent on 4K. So worth the $14.20, because I think that thing came out at like $30. Gladiator 2 is down to $19.96 on 4K right now currently. And also, guys, I noticed there was some titles from Synops Films, and there was also some titles from Visual Vengeance that were pretty cheap, like $11, $12 on there. So I'll try to link all that stuff. Any new deals, anything I talk about in this video, guys, pre-orders, new this week, deals. I leave Amazon links for all that stuff down below in the description. Just browse down there. If any of the stuff is interesting to you, if any of those price points are the right price for you, definitely use those links or Amazon affiliate links. And if you use them, you do help support the channel, and I would appreciate that. And lastly, guys, let's go ahead and talk about what is new this week. This is a pretty big release week. A lot of exciting stuff coming out this week, starting with Tombstone, the 4K Steelbook coming out from Disney. Now, this is currently sold out. You cannot get this, but hopefully, according to the Digital Bits, and I think he posted this on Twitter or X or whatever the hell you want to call it, this will be coming back in stock soon. They're going to be printing more of this and also Kingdom of Heaven to get it back in stock. So maybe I shouldn't rant so much, or maybe the reason why it's coming back in stock is because I rant so much. That could be the reason, guys. Maybe somebody, Disney or Sony, is watching this channel. It's possible. Probably not. But anyway, if you missed out on the 4K Steelbook pre-order, it should be coming back at some point, but still disappointing that we can't all get it. Everybody that wanted to get it should have been able to get it on release date. It's disappointing that you have to wait for this stuff to come back in stock to get it. But if you pre-ordered, expect your Tombstone 4K Steelbook this week. I'm definitely excited about it. As soon as that thing hits the doorstep, I'm watching it. I'm reviewing it. Very excited for the Tombstone 4K Steelbook. We've also got sneakers coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $44.99. Jeez, that is a hefty price point. Hopefully that price point lowers a little bit. And it's also on Blu-ray for $17.49. We've got Career Opportunities coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $33.49. We got Foul Play coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $31.49. We've got The Hunt coming out on 4K from Screen Factory for $32.99. We've got John DiFloretti, Manon of the Spring, coming out on 4K from Criterion for $48.99. Could it be, with those titles, could it be any other boutique label putting those out? Criterion has to be the one. $48.99 for both those films on 4K. There's also a Blu-ray edition for more, $59.99. See how the freaking prices on Amazon are so freaking jacked up. We've also got Captain Planet, the complete series, coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Brothers for $99.49. Hefty price point for some Captain Planet. We got Demolition Man getting a 4K reprint from Arrow Video, currently up for pre-order for $49.99. There's also a Blu-ray edition for $29.99. Again, hopefully that price point comes down a little bit, because that's just a standard case version for $50 to get Demolition Man. Cheyenne, the complete series, is coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Brothers for $127.99. We've also got Yakuza Wives coming out on Blu-ray from 88 Films for $27.28. Yakuman and Tetsu coming out on Blu-ray from 88 Films for $25.99. The Lady with the Sword coming out on Blu-ray from 88 Films for $22.49. The Cruel Sea is coming out on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber for $20.99. Borderline is coming out on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber for $22.93. Empire of the Dark is coming out on Blu-ray from VCI, sorry guys, for $23.99. Hysteria Season 1, which is a series starring Bruce Campbell, is coming out on Blu-ray from Universal for no price currently on Amazon. Teddyberry Blu-rays coming out from Tribeca Film for $24.95. And lastly, Lost on a Mountain in Maine is coming out on Blu-ray from Breaking Glass for $29.99. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. But if you can, drop this video a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.